Hi, my name is Andrew Simpson and you're watching Sports City.
Ready. Hi, my name is Ronaldo Wade. You're watching Sports City.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876 309 6128. That's 876 309 6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876 586 0471. That's 876 586 0471.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing? My name is Simon Preston and welcome back to Sports City. This is the channel where we come together to discuss everything sporting related. So, the West Indies, they'll be touring Zimbabwe for 2 tests in the month of February of 2023. Yes, that is right. The first test is slated for February 4 to 8 and the second February 12 to 16. Now, this is crucial in a sense because this serves as good preparation for the upcoming series against South Africa, and that is slated for March in particular. Now, for this series in particular, this will be the first time in over 5 years that the West Indies are playing against Zimbabwe. Both of them will be played at the Queen's Sports Club in Bulawayo. But the West Indies will start their tour with a 4-day warm-up game against a local side scheduled for January 28 to 31 at the Bulawayo Athletic Club. And then, of course, the 2 tests to follow February 4 to 8 and February 12 to 16. Now, as we know, this is extremely critical as this is an important part of building towards and getting points ahead of important series. For example, as mentioned earlier in March, the West Indies team will face South Africa. Yes, that is right. Specifically in South Africa, well, in March specifically, they'll face South Africa in 2 tests, 3 ODIs, and 3 T20 internationals. So that will be the sort of makeup of the series for the tour against South Africa, and it's very critical, the series against Zimbabwe, as it will basically lay a platform for what is to come against South Africa. I know South Africa, a few nerves their side because they're not currently in the top 8 as it relates to those rankings and points in relation to the 2023 Cricket World Cup. There's still some work for them to be done because as it stands, if you look at the 2023 ICC Cricket World Cup Super League, basically when you look at the grand standings right now, it's the West Indies in the driver's seat right now. If you look at the driver's seat right now, the West Indies, they're the team that holds the upper hand right now within the standings. And you can see it on your screen right now in relation to what I'm referring to. Because you see right there, you will see on your screen the West Indies, they currently occupy that 8th position. And essentially, a few more wins, and the West Indies are secured that 8th position. Zimbabwe and the Netherlands, they're heading to the qualifier. But South Africa, Ireland, Sri Lanka, the West Indies, those 4 teams, 1 spot is automatic, and the other 3 will head towards the Cricket World Cup qualifier. The West Indies were part of this mayhem in Zimbabwe back in 2018, and now here we are again. And this qualifier will be June 18 to July 9. So we'll see how everything transpires here where this is concerned. But certainly it is a good opportunity for the West Indies. And I know many people will be looking forward to see what they can be able to pull up. Personally, I'm a bit disappointed that the 2023 Cricket World Cup is only going to feature 10 teams. I find it quite a shock. And I'll explain why I say that. And it is because of this in particular. You want to grow the game. And if you look at the tournament and how it has evolved over the years, right? Look at this in particular. In 1975, you had 8 teams. It grew to 9 teams in 1992. Cool. It grew to 12 teams in 1996. It grew to 14 teams in 2003. In 2007, in the Caribbean, it grew to 16 teams. It was cut by 2 in 2011 and also 2015 to 14. And then you have a sudden shrink again to 10. How can you expect the game to grow if you're cutting the number of teams? You're basically just saying that this sport is only for a certain number of teams. I understand that you might say, well, if we increase it to 24, then we're going to have teams being bowled out for 80 and 90. And do we want that for the spirit of the game? Would we have ever seen an Ireland? Would we ever have seen a Kenya and their run to the semi-finals in the 2003 World Cup? Would we have ever seen an Ireland in their Super 8s run and Bangladesh in 2007? Would we have seen Bangladesh's shock victory over Pakistan in 1999? Would we have ever seen Kenya's shock victory over the West Indies back in 1996? Would we have ever seen Sri Lanka emerge as a contender if the World Cup wasn't expanded? Expand the tournament back to 16 teams, eventually bring it to 20 teams, and you're going to see some amazing things, because that's the beauty of sport. You're going to see action pack, you're going to see surprises. Only by the expansion of the game, you're going to see these great things unfold. But folks, do you agree with what I have to say? I'm curious to hear what you guys have to say. If you're on the same page, I want you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Should the Cricket World Cup expand in terms of the number of teams that participate in it, or should it remain the same as it relates to 10 teams? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to Sports City for more content.
This video is brought to you by Andy Gone Nuts. 100% guaranteed fresh coconut water delivered straight to your door. Call 876-309-6128. That's 876-309-6128. Refreshing and affordable. For more information, follow them on Instagram at Andy Gone Nuts. Truly refreshing. And Crumble by Mrs. C. Old English fudge and other delectable sweet treats. Call or WhatsApp 876-586-0471. That's 876-586-0471.